for the things that is powerful. Look at when you come into instead of looking at into a fear-based type of mindset when you walk into a situation or circumstance, you can look, okay, how am I benefiting from the situation? How am I gonna become more powerful? How am I gonna become more wiser and smarter? And the fact that you ask those questions, the universe is gonna show you a way. Because you ask the questions that put you on a quest to find that answer. The mere fact that you ask the question of that particular quality denotes that the answer you're gonna get. You get what I'm saying? So ask questions that's gonna bring you power. Don't be asking something that's really not in your it's really not in your best interest to really know anyways. Like, yeah, you gonna know, but what's your purpose of even asking? Why are you what are you even are you doing this so you have more knowledge to what to avoid so you can move towards what's more beneficial and it's gonna give you more power? Or you just knowing it just to, wow, I just know, you know, freaking any something that has to do with anybody else's life that has nothing to do with you, right? But just so you can know, just so you can be nosy. No, partake in knowledge that's gonna give you information that's gonna bring you power. Learn about foods that's gonna give you more energy. Learn what to avoid so you know what depletes your energy. Learn what to do when you go outside to uptake more oxygen and sunlight within your body so you can enhance that and energy and power in your being. You can also do it in any formal way. How you can you can engage in conversations with people and relationships with people that is like breathing, where it's like it's not just you exhaling all this energy, you're not getting anything in return. Where you having a relationship with a person, a conversation where it's a give and take. You get what I'm saying? It's not just depleting your energy, and we all have symptoms you could say within ourselves because we all feed off of something. We all feed off of something. Is it whether it's you conscious of it or not? Some of us are conscious of it. But universe like a business. Universe is a business. What are you doing? Like, are you a consumer? Are you just gonna be eating energy, or are you going to be a producer? Are you gonna be actively participating in the arena of life or the stage of life? And what are you producing for other people? What are you producing for yourself? Are you just gonna be sitting there and eating all the time, or are you gonna be actually using the energy of what you're consuming to become more powerful for what you're producing? Like I said, it's what you're doing with it. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. It's what you're doing. It's what you're doing it for, and what's your purpose? What's your purpose in life? You will get all these answers once you know your purpose. Like I said in the other video, once you know yourself, once you know your purpose in life, and you know what's not for you, and you know what is for you. So you know what to avoid and what to go with. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people are not gonna be an agreement to that. Not everybody is gonna, hold your hand and this and the third and cheer you up, and not all of them is gonna be an a liking to what you're doing or understand what you're doing. But that's not your concern for people to like and to agree with what you're doing. Your concern is to live your life to your true self, to your higher self, and always evolving. We're all different. So it's for you to just go along with what anybody else says, just because they're not they're in agreement with it and they think it's they're right based on their perception and how they view things, and you neglecting yourself. Who's really wrong? Are they wrong? No, you're wrong because you believed in them. You believed in somebody else other than yourself, or somebody that's not in your path, that's not going where you're about it, where you seeking to go. If they're not where you want to be, then you don't need to be really necessarily taking advice from somebody that's not gonna help you give you information to take you where you want to go. You get what I'm saying? Like they say, you seek and you shall find, ask and you shall receive, knock and the door shall be opened to thee. Whoever's seeking, they gonna find it. If they gonna ask a question, they gonna get the answer. But if a person's not seeking, they're not asking. It's none of anybody's business just to be volunteering your information and the things about your business and what you're doing to them. A lot of times they did not ask you. They did not ask you, so There's no point of involving information, because what happens is when you involve information about people that's not even on the frequency, you know, based on what they ask and what they're seeking, then you know, okay, boom, I know this person's on this lane. It's none of my business to talk about things that, it's like you go, the people in the mystery schools, or, you know, these fraternities and all these different clubs and these societies, do you think they'd be walking around telling people about their business? No, they keep it secret, right? It's the same thing with you. You need to be like that as well, as keeping your secrets guarded. And only just share information like that to those that are really on that level, on or seeking. You see what I'm saying? Because if you don't, you gonna bring attacks to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can do what you want to do, but at the end of the day, everything is spiritual. So their thought forms and all this energy that's conflicted with what they think and all that stuff is still gonna go try to. It's gonna try to bounce off of yours and what you're trying to do. But if you just stay silent, if you just stay silent with what you're doing, and you just actively work on it and just give information to those that just ask or they're seeking, then you're gonna save a lot of that energy instead of just dispersing it. I'm saying from experience. Before, I used to just, when I began on this path, I used to just you know, advertise all this information without anybody even asking. You know, and a lot of times you would get, you know, doubts and all this stuff from other people that's of their perspective of what you're trying to do. They're not gonna understand you. Your job is not for them to understand you. Your job is to live your purpose is to live your purpose. You know what I'm saying? It's not here to figure folks out or for people to figure out what you're doing. No, bro. Like, at the end of the day, when you do what you want to do and you live your life purpose and you see the results gonna speak for themselves. There's just no speaking. It's done. It's there. You did it. What more else could they say? But when you speak about ideas and all this stuff, you're gonna get doubt and all that stuff from other people's perspectives of what you're trying to do. Doesn't mean that you have it or whatnot, but it's all a test. It's all going to be a test to see you're going to persevere. And you're going to listen to them or you're going to listen to yourself. And both of them are correct. If you listen to them and you agree to them, guess what? Now you just lost your energy to what you're trying to do. But if you just can't stay silent, and meaning just to live from the heart what you're trying to do and just actively work on it, guess what? Now all the energy that you could be trying to convince somebody of what you're trying to do with your ideas and all the stuff like that. No, you can take that energy and use it to what you need to use it for. Think of the Wright brothers, right? When they were creating this plane, right? And they would, excuse me, and they would be trying to explain their ideas to other people before they did it. They'd be like, yo, you're crazy. You're going to create something that's going to be flying. Are you serious? And they would be laughing at them. You know why? Because their idea was yet not manifested in the physical. So people that were not them wouldn't believe them because they're not them. That's not their purpose to create that. Their purpose is something else, right? But as soon as they made it a result, they didn't need to talk about it. It was already manifested. You already seen the fruit of what they bear. And the same thing with you. You know, you don't have to necessarily be talking and all this information if someone's not seeking or telling them your ideas and what you're trying to do. No, keep that energy of with you trying to explain them with what you're trying to do and have them figure you out. No, focus that energy on manifesting all the things that you want to manifest. So there's no more talking. There's no more talking. You already did it. You know what I'm saying? And now they're gonna be like, oh, okay, now I see. Now I see what you're doing. Okay. So it's all about really but just looking into yourself. Looking to yourself and what you can do. You can anything that you can figure and excuse me. Anything that you can imagine in your mind that you can do, especially since you was a child and since you began this path, you can manifest all of that. All of that is within you to manifest. It's all within your God-given power to create it. You see what I'm saying? So just live by that and believe in yourself. You can do anything you want to